Hello, how are you? My name is João, and in this video I will show you how to choose the perfect domain name. So first of all, I will start with some general tips. Then I will talk about a tool that I use. Then we will do a brief brainstorm to come up with a domain name in a specific niche. And then I will show you how to register your domain using GoDaddy. Okay? So let's start with some tips. So buy domains that are easy to remember and easy to type. Okay. Also buy domains that's shorter or buy a domain that's shorter rather than longer. And this is obvious. Shorter domain will be easier to type and remember. Okay. With regards to domain extensions, stick with the .com if you can. Okay. You can go with the .net or the .org, but stick with the .com. If you have a local business, you can also choose your country's domain extension. For instance, I'm in Portugal. If I create a local business for the Portuguese market, I will for sure try to register .pt domain extension. Okay. Another tip here, and this is vital, this is very important: don't buy trademarked domains. Okay. And in order to check that, you have two resources. You have here the trademarkier.com, okay, and also the trademark electronic search system test. So you can search for this, or I will just put the links below. Okay. So if you want to, for instance, if you want to register a domain named Adidas, and of course you can't, but if you come here, you see that you have there's a trademark. Okay, and it's live. Okay, with trademark here it's the same. So if you come here and choose Nike, you see that it's a live mark. Okay, but for instance, if I want to register a domain named My Wonder Sun, for instance, doesn't make much sense, but if you want to register this domain, it would be okay, because there is no trademark. Okay, so before register your domain, please check if there's a trademark or not. Okay, using these two resources that I mentioned, trademark here and the test system. Okay. Also, don't buy a domain name that's too similar to an existing site. Well, mainly because if you do that, you risk losing traffic in the future, because people will remember the domain name of the existing site and they type that domain name, and you'll be losing traffic. Okay. Also avoid numbers. For instance, a domain like cookies for all. So should you write it with the number 4 or with text? Okay, so it may be confusing, so avoid numbers. Okay. Also check if your domain name is available on social media sites. So you may want to check this before register your domain name. So check Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and so on, and see if you can use that name that you want to register. Okay. So there's also another thing nowadays. I think, and this is my opinion, it's best to buy like a brandable domain name. Okay. So instead of registering domains that are based on keywords, you want a register a brandable domain. So just think of the biggest brands in the world. So Google, Apple, Facebook. So these are all brandable domain names. So if you have a local business, you might want to to use keywords like Mary's hair salon. Okay, so with local business, you might want to use keyword-based domains. Okay, so let's do like a brief brainstorm to come up with a domain name, and let's choose a niche. It can be, for instance, cosmetics. Okay, and what I want to include, of course, the word cosmetic in my domain name, and then I want to add another word to it, so like cosmetic wonder. Okay, it's not a short domain, but I think it's easy to remember, easy to type, and I think it's a brandable domain. So what you can do is you go to GoDaddy, okay, and you write the cosmetic, let me see here, and you search, and I don't know what happened. Let's do it again. Cosmetic wonder, search. Okay, and you see that the domain is available, but it's a premium domain, so it's very expensive because the domain name owner is asking for more than $900 for it. So if you are beginning, please don't buy a premium domain, because you can get it for like, if you're buying for the first time, you'll get it for another $1. Okay, so what we should do now is try to come up with some synonyms for wonder. Okay, and I use thesaurus.com, and what I do is I write here, for instance, wonder, and we'll get a bunch of synonyms. Okay, and we just take a look at it and see if there's something that I can use. So for instance, I see here marveling, and I like something like cosmeticmarvel.com. okay, cosmetic marvel. And as before, it's not a very short domain, but I think it's unique and it's brandable and it's easy to remember. So we'll see if this is available or not. I'll write this here, and you see that the cosmeticmarvel.com domain name is available for this price if you're buying for the first time. Okay, so one thing that you need to do, as I mentioned before, is going to trademark here and just check to see if cosmetic marvel is a trademark or not. And you see here that there's no trademark, so you have no problem, and you can go with this domain name. Okay, so and use Thesaurus is a very cool website, and will give you a bunch of ideas that you can use when you are doing your brainstorm. Okay, so for registering your domain, nowadays I just use GoDaddy. I've used in the past also Namecheap, but I think GoDaddy is the best. Okay, so I went with this one, and I've got all my domains registered with GoDaddy. So all you have to do is just as I've done here, just search for a domain name, and then if you see here that the domain is available, okay, you just click add to cart, and then here continue to cart. Okay, and then you have some options here. So you have the options of this is included, so you won't pay an extra for the basic privacy protection. If you want full domain privacy protection, you choose this one. So if it is your first time, I would advise you to go with this one. Okay, so start your website for free. Yeah, you can do that, and create email address that matches your domain. You won't need this because you can do it when you choose your hosting. Okay, so then click continue to cart. Okay, and that's it. You have here your payment options, and you just have here, you can save several profiles within your account. And also be careful, because when you come here, so this 5-year option is pre-selected, so come here and just change this for 1 year. Okay, and this is the normal price. Okay, so you will get it for around $11 or something like that. But if it is your first, if you're buying for the first time on GoDaddy, you will be able to buy it for under $1. You have also the option to come up to go searching Google for coupons. Okay, so if I can write here something like GoDaddy coupons and June 2019, and you have here a bunch of sites that will give you coupons. For instance, this one. So let me check here. Okay, so this one, and I come back here, so here, and let's see if, let's apply this coupon code and see. Okay, so you can only offer such great promotions by limiting them to 1 per customer, and I've already used this coupon, so I cannot use it. But you can always try to search for coupons and see if you get more discounts. Okay, so after that you just complete purchase, and that's it. You own a domain name. Okay, so there's another thing that the thing to do next is, what are you going to do with your domain name? So probably you'll need to build a website. I will make another video where I will teach you how to install a WordPress site, and it's a step-by-step tutorial, and you'll see and learn everything you need to know in order to install your website. Okay, so another thing that I would like to mention is that you can also create a business that will be based on just selling and buying and selling domain names. Okay, so for instance, I've sold a few years ago this domain name here for $2,250. I've sold this one like 3 or 4 years ago for $300, and they have cost me like $1 or $10 or something like that. So this is a good business model, but it will take some work, because you will need to search for good domain names and then keeping them for a while and try to sell them for a higher price in the future. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching the video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.